Alrighty, welcome back to the Earthboys podcast. My name is Emmy,
And I'm Jaden.
and today is episode number 19.
That's crazy. We've done this
We're getting
19
there.
times.
Almost episode 20.
Let's make it to episode 50, and then obviously the next milestone's 100.
Yeah, and the next milestone's 100. 50 will be, 52 will be a year.
Yeah.
52, but 50 is a good goal. We're almost there.
Well, I mean, I feel like most podcasts fail within the first, 30, no? Like, if they don't actually fully get it off the ground or,
Oh, yeah, people...
stay consistent. And especially it's harder when we have, normal work schedules,
Uh-huh.
and we just happen to have the same Tuesday morning off usually.
Right. The good thing is we do this just for fun. So it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like a
yeah,
fun
for sure.
activity, you know
And
what I
that's
mean?
the thing, obviously, we don't take this... We take it seriously enough to get it out a week, even if, I get sick or something happens,
Right.
But honestly, we're still pretty consistent as far as even if it's the upload is a day or late or a day early, whatever. It's not
It's
like
still
it really
within
matters,
the week that it was released.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Which is better than most. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And I mean that's what it is. It's meant to be fun, and then if it turns into something, it does. It does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. We're still having
Right.
fun.
We're just having a good time.
And we're still
here.
doing our things outside of said podcast. You know?
Yep. Oh man. Well, it's been so far been a crazy couple of weeks into the year. Finally this week is the beginning of the Formula 1 season.
Mm-hmm.
After Drive to Survive started last week. It's nice to know that we'll finally get races again for the next 9 months.
Yeah, dude. Seriously, I'm stoked.
Yeah,
And then
we're
the
back.
race is on a Saturday. It's 7 a.m. Saturday.
Saturday
For
at
us.
7 in the morning?
Mhm.
Ew.
That's not even that bad, bro. Think about it. We wake up for the
I know for the 5 a.m.
for
races
the
on
5
Sunday.
a.m. races, sometimes the 2 at 4 a.m. races,
Ew.
depending on the time.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's not too bad.
Have you watched the Drive to Survive season at all?
I think the episode that I stopped at was episode 5, the one with Alpine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Alpine, so I was kind of skipping through it.
Yeah,
Just
I
'cause,
mean, I'm
like-
just watching it to watch it.
I know, yeah. But I personally have a
Ocon just
beef
seems
with
kinda like a
Alpine.
tool. He's just kind of a douche.
Yeah.
Pierre Gasly, he's not dislikable.
He's not... Okay, my thing with...
But before we dive into any of the episodes or anything, because I don't even know what episode I'm on. I'm pretty far. I've already passed the Mercedes one. I haven't
okay.
finished it. But what is my one gripe with this season?
What?
Not try to guess. Just just a vague guess.
With this season?
Yes.
This current one?
Yes. For Drive to Survive, not the Formula 1 season itself.
Oh, that Gunther Steiner isn't going to be there?
No, even worse.
I don't know.
Who's a driver that I just hate for no reason?
Nikita Mazepin?
No. She's in a red dress.
Oh, Danica
Dude,
Patrick.
when I saw her, I was like, don't tell me this is going to be a fucking whole season-long thing.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
I get it. She's a race car driver, but she was back of the pack, and she had all the best shit.
Yeah.
Still sucked at racing.
I mean, you know that
and then
they just...
had her in there, and they were like, people are going to like this. This will be good.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
I mean, they're just trying to... They're trying to interest as many people as possible.
I think that's what they're trying to do, because if you think about it, you have two people that have no business really speaking. Well, no, one does. The former Williams boss.
Oh, yeah.
She's commenting on shit as if she wasn't.
Yeah, I
running
mean,
the
but
team
she
into the
actually
ground.
ran the team.
Yeah.
So, like, she
ran
knows.
the team
So
into the
she
ground.
knows.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But then you have Danica Patrick, where it's like, ugh, why? It's so funny. I love seeing the memes about it. Like,
Oh,
everyone's
man.
hating on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate her directly. It's just like, why?
Yeah, it's like, why have a NASCAR person
We didn't need this.
in
No
a
one
Formula
asked for
1
it.
show?
Yeah.
That's,
My favorite is when people go, Formula 1 people be like, oh, this is sick. And it's like the little pigs running around the mom pig.
Oh,
like,
right.
Yeah, that's NASCAR.
It's
buddy.
actually NASCAR.
Try again.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Formula 1's actually fun to watch.
Yeah, Formula 1's actually fun because there's actually real overtakes. It's not people just slipstreaming each other for
Right.
4 hours.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I'm just a hater.
Well, I mean, I've never really liked NASCAR like that anyway. So just seeing a NASCAR driver being questioned in a Formula 1 show, I was like, why?
Yeah.
Not even that who it was. I didn't even care who it was. I'm just like, if I was an F1 producer, the last person I would have interviewed on my show is a NASCAR driver.
Or maybe how about like a winning driver? Someone that's won races.
Yeah, someone
that
who
has titles.
actually been on the podium
Yeah.
and stuff.
That actually knows the feeling.
Right.
I think in NASCAR they throw milk at each other.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't.
I genuinely, I couldn't even make a joke about it.
Milk, but it's
Okay.
like, why don't we have someone that's talented?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe I don't know.
It's just for clicks, you see someone like that and you're like, oh, I'm gonna see what they have to say, you know what I mean?
There's an old South Park clip where Cartman's in one of the NASCARs, And he leans out the side of the car and goes, "Fuck you, Danica Patrick." And then you see her in the background, like,
Oh my
huh?
God, just like catching a stray for no
Yeah, dude.
fucking reason.
I've been seeing all the memes. But no, I
Jesus.
don't actually hate Danica. I like.
No,
Honestly,
it's just not
she's
it's
very
not the
pretty.
person I expected to be interviewed for a
Yeah,
Formula One
I think
show.
it's a little weird.
It's a little out of place.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm excited. New season's gonna start. I wonder how everyone's gonna do. I'm really hoping Williams continues its consistency that it discovered at the end of last season, with finally being able to be like getting a couple of points, every now and again. I mean, James Vowles is doing a good job, I think, with looking at data and actually trying to figure out like what are the inconsistencies of the car and what can we do to alleviate those inconsistencies. Granted, it's not going to be like an overnight change or anything
Oh,
like
for sure,
that,
it's not. Yeah.
but I like seeing the underdog team, especially someone like Williams, like get a team principal that knows what they're doing and like has a clear idea of what direction they want to go in, because there's teams like, unfortunately, Haas, where it's like then they're not going to do anything.
No,
They're
yeah.
just going to stay
They're just
shit.
staying there to survive, just so the Haas name is out there.
Right.
Now, would I like Williams to survive over Haas? For sure.
Mm-hmm.
If one team needs to go down on the grid, it has to be Haas for obviously our selfish reasons
Yeah.
for getting Andretti in the grid.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
I'm honestly more interested to see the success of Ferrari, to be honest with you.
That's a good one.
In general, not to like beat Max Verstappen, because obviously that's our team.
Yeah.
Also, rumor has it that the car isn't really destroying tires. No
Oh,
what
the
compound
Ferrari
it's
car?
on.
Yeah, I
No,
heard
no,
the same
Red
thing.
Bull one.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's for another time.
Oh, yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to see. Was it Fred Vasseur?
Uh-huh.
I want to see him do good. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, not that I dislike Matteo Binotto, but
He just wasn't like after it. He wasn't like trying to.
I don't think his heart was fully in it.
No, you can
Like,
tell
he was there because he had been there for so long and then was just, like, given the opportunity to be the boss, and he's like, okay, I'll do it. But I don't think it was like, this is like,
Yeah,
this is what I'm meant to do. You know what I mean? He was just doing it.
yeah. I mean, he looks like he's having a good time on his
Oh,
great
for
vineyards
sure.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know.
But imagine, like, the pressure of being the Ferrari team boss, in the sense that, like, it's such a worldwide brand, like, aside from Mercedes and like the Red Bull brand itself, like,
Mhm.
as just a brand. Like, people love the Ferrari car. People love the Ferrari car family, and like there's a lot of, how do I say it? There's a lot of
Well, I mean, it's not like a. Well, I don't know if you saw the episode on the Ferrari episode. It's the episode on the Ferrari episode. Damn, I'm dumb. I don't know if you saw the Ferrari episode, but like, Ferrari's huge in Italy, obviously.
well,
Like,
yeah, that's
it's
what I
like
mean.
it's more than just like everyone's a Ferrari fan.
Yeah, it's more than
It's
just
not
a
like
sports car brand. It's
yes.
like it's like a big deal.
It's like a whale. Like I'm. It would honestly be really cool to be in Italy during one of like a Ferrari race or whatever. 'Cause
Everyone
probably
is
the
in on
energy
it,
is probably insane.
right? And
At
then
every
that's what I
cafe you
mean.
go
Like
to, it's on TV.
the pressure of that brand, like knowing how much people care about it, I think is what makes make that job really difficult. So I would like, Ferrari to do good and for Fred to have a good season. You know what I mean? Like, they at least deserve to have a decent car.
Yeah.
Granted, I want Red Bull to win the races, obviously, but they deserve to have a better car
I would be
for
okay
sure.
with Red Bull 1,
Mm-hmm.
Ferrari 2,
Mm-hmm.
McLaren 3,
All right.
Aston 4, RB5, Mercedes 6.
Okay.
That would be a fun pecking order.
That'd be so funny to see Mercedes in sixth place.
Yeah, that would. The only reason why I put McLaren above Aston is because I don't like Lance Stroll.
You don't like Lance Stroll.
I mean, obviously they did their episode to like make it look like a father-son bonding and X, Y, and Z.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, clearly
He's like,
in a
I'm just
really
trying to
good
get
niche.
my boy to a championship.
Yeah. Well, whatever, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
yeah. Like,
it's like,
yeah, whatever.
hey,
You have
man.
the backing of billions. Like, ugh.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I was like, hey, look, hear me out here, Mr. Lawrence Stroll. Your son is not good enough to ever win a championship.
Ever.
But, hear me out. I am good enough at spending $1 billion. So, maybe you should give me the $1 billion.
Yeah.
And then let your son not drive anymore. And you will see 2 good results instead of zero
Yeah,
results.
zero
Zero.
results.
It's like I can guarantee a result.
Yeah. No, for real, because it's like you got to think about it. It doesn't matter if you gave him like a car that was like half a second faster than the whole pack.
I just don't think he
He
has it.
still wouldn't have it because you still got a best three-time
Max.
world champ Max,
Mm-hmm.
seven-time world champ Lewis,
Yep.
two-time world champ Fernando Alonso, and then you have other people that are tearing it up that
That are
aren't world
just as
champions.
hungry, which is
Yeah,
like Carlos Sainz
Carlos
and
Sainz,
Charles Leclerc.
Claire,
And then you have Perez, who, I mean, he's kind of
Perez.
a unknown
Yeah,
variable in that equation, but you have like the
Lando
other.
Norris. He's still a
Lando
better
Norris is
racer.
hungry as fuck for it. He
Yeah,
hasn't even won a race yet.
I also think what Daniel Ricciardo. Like I don't even think Lance Stroll would beat Daniel Ricciardo.
Nah.
You know, like did you see the episode that they had uh, Danny in the car? They said that he was on almost on pace with Max. Now, granted, that's one lap,
One lap,
but like that's not racing
but to
pace. But
not
still,
be in a car, like to not have a team, only be doing PR stuff, to
hmm
have all that time off, and then get given the hot lap opportunity to show that you still got it, and you're still within like a really small margin of Max, like
yep,
on a first hot lap without even
yeah,
that much simulator practice. I mean, that goes to show that's like the raw skill is there.
yeah. I mean, again, his little quote that he had, he goes, "For those that asked if I left, I never left," or whatever. I'm like, one, that shit's hard, and
Yeah.
two, it's like it's true. Like he's got that, he's got it in him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it on him.
He's got it on him like that.
Yeah, but yeah, dude,
Man's just packing a full brat.
I'm excited for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm clearly a little more excited for the 2025 season,
Oh yeah.
just because I do want to see Lewis
All
in
the
red.
all the shakeups in
Yeah.
drivers. Yeah.
My dad likes the Ferrari boys. I mean, I feel like every older generation guy likes
Mm-hmm.
the Ferrari team because who doesn't? I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I low key do like the Ferrari team as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
doesn't? But like, we were looking at their website because obviously I bought that Red Bull hat,
Mm-hmm.
and so I just look around on the website. Like, oh, this could be cool. We try to stray away from like the things that look too soccerish or too European.
Oh
the merch,
right.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we looked up the Ferrari ones. I was like, well, my dad likes Ferrari, so we'll look at the website. So
Mm-hmm.
we're looking at it, and it's just very normal ball caps with like very normal like t-shirts, and I'm like, I can't wait for Lewis to go to Ferrari so that he can be like, yo, this merch sucks,
And he's gonna change it up and make the merch a lot better.
and make the merch very stylish, cool.
Mm-hmm.
The hats, the bucket hats,
Actually, yeah, I
everything.
didn't think about that at
Yeah.
first.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like think about it. I guarantee Ferrari sees probably like a 400% increase in merch sales
Yeah.
at least,
Well, I feel
because it'll
like
be cool looking shit now.
yeah, and I feel like Mercedes, like at least half of their fans are gonna leave
Yeah.
because most people are Lewis Hamilton fans.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from just the Mercedes brand itself, I think they're more so fans of Lewis,
Yeah.
and so wherever Lewis goes, they're gonna follow suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
the Mercedes camp is gonna lose a lot of fans.
Because it also sounds like a lot of the Mercedes camp, if you're like a really hardcore Lewis fan, or maybe it's just the toxic ones because they're the loudest, right? That like they don't really care for George.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
I don't really see a lot of posts like praising him, or I see more obsessive posts about Lewis and the 2021 Abu Dhabi results.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I see more of that stuff that's still kicked around more so than anything congratulating George or saying that George has like done a good job or anything like that. Like
Yeah, that must suck.
people
Dude.
just care about Hamilton, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like those fans are going to leave. They're going to follow him wherever he goes to another team, right? George is just going to be left there with like limp dick in his hand
Yeah.
with like
I
hardly
mean, I
any
get it
fans.
though. Do you
Not
ever
that
like
yeah.
watch the Lewis episode, or when you get to the Lewis episode, or Lewis in general? Like one, obviously he's very stylish.
Mhm.
Obviously, he has a multi-team of stylists
Yeah.
because he can afford it, and he's that guy with the 7-time world
Yeah.
champ.
Yeah.
His reach extends past Formula One.
Mhm.
And honestly, yeah, like in this era currently, if you look at all of Lewis's eras, he's his best looking that he's ever been now. Like the braids, he had the hairline fixed. Like,
Agreed.
if I had the money, I'd do that too.
Dude, yeah.
The fucking
I
clothing.
mean, he's looking great.
Yeah, his accessories and shit. Like he just honestly like he's a very attractive, pretty looking dude.
Yeah.
And he's got the body.
He's got that superstar quality.
Yes, he does.
Because
he does.
he's so like I don't know how, I don't even know what the proper like phrase is to describe him as a person like that, but you know exactly what I mean. Like
Yeah.
he's just got that superstar quality.
Like, do you ever see some of the NFL players or the basketball players? I know we don't watch those, but you probably see the walkout videos sometimes when they're all trying to drip out.
Oh
on
yeah.
their way to the locker
And
room.
it's like kind of corny.
It looks corny, but like some don't get me wrong, some of Lewis's outfits, yes, they're too high fashion. They do look a little weird.
Right.
But some of his simpler outfits, where you're like, he could do that same walk and be like, that looks better than these
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
other athletes trying to style out and do all
And you know that
coordinations. It looks
he,
weird.
yeah, and you know that he genuinely just likes dressing like that,
Oh yeah,
and
for
he's
sure.
just always in that mindset. So it's not like he's trying too hard to think outside of the box in terms of like his drip or whatever when he's
Yeah,
on the
for sure.
in the paddock or anything. Like he just puts on whatever his stylist picks out or whatever he picks out that day, and it's
Yeah,
just like it is what it is. You know, for him, it's just I like this style. I'm gonna rock with it.
yeah,
I'm gonna just be me, and I'm a badass.
yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Fuck yeah, you're cool."
Because he doesn't really, the way he carries himself, he doesn't look like he's trying to be anyone else,
No,
which
he's
is
just
good.
enjoying himself. He's got his own fashion sense, and that's
Hmm.
all that really matters to him. So it's like, yeah, you continue to do your thing, man.
I low key really like his multicolored pearl necklaces, and it has like the gems every couple of pearls.
Mm,
I don't know, something
I
about
haven't
that.
seen
I'm
that
like,
one
damn, that shit
before.
looks hard.
Damn.
Like, fuck. I also really like the glasses that he's wearing in the first episode.
Mm-hmm,
They're
mm-hmm.
very fast looking, but then they have like the undercover,
Oh
or,
yeah,
like the side. I was like, shit, those are kind of sick. I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie.
I mean, he be dripped out like crazy, bro. He
Yeah,
always got the nice fits on.
yeah. No, he for sure has like more like star power in that sense, and like
Star power, that's a good one. Yeah,
then like obviously Verstappen. Obviously Verstappen's the best driver at the moment. But
yeah,
like he's just pulling up always in his Red Bull shit, you know?
yeah. He
Which like
wears
I don't
this.
care. Like, do you? You know, like I'd probably be lazy too and probably pull up in the same 87 shirts that the company's giving me. You know,
Right.
I'll be honest with you. Like,
Yeah, it's just free shirts. Like you don't have to try. You just put on the same thing over and over again.
yeah,
And for him, it's like I'm just clocking into my job,
yeah, yeah. That's
and then I'm
literally what
gonna
it
go
is.
home and play the simulator. Like
Yeah,
fuck out of my face.
yeah. Dude. No, he literally looks like I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
I'm just here to clock in, dog.
Like I'm here to get that check because I'm just like that.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. I'm just here to race.
Do you think it would get like tired the fact that they have photo shoots all the time, press all the time?
Yeah,
Like, obviously that comes with the territory of being the
like a Formula One driver.
a Formula One driver, let alone one of the best. You know,
Hmm.
but like I wonder if it's just like
To be honest, dude, I actually gave it quite a thought yesterday when I was watching some of the episodes, and I low key, not even low key, I genuinely think that I would be pissed off doing that stuff all the time
yeah,
because it's like you always have to pose, you always have to be like kind of semi-aware of a camera somewhere. You can't like be fucking off like that. You know what I mean? Like how you and I just fuck
oh
off
dude, no, yeah, we'd get
with like
kicked out
no
so
other
fast.
eyes on us. Like
Yeah,
you always have to be conscious that someone's watching. Like at least someone's watching, whether they have a camera or not. Like someone's gonna look and then report it to someone else or whatever. If you say something crazy, someone's gonna hear it and report it to someone else. You always have to go to these events. Always has to be like shaking hands with the investors and the sponsors, and then like talking to some money hungry asshole who doesn't really care who you are. They're just there because they're getting paid
yeah,
and they're like part of the PR team or whatever. They're like just an investor or they're a board member on the board of directors, and it's
hmm
like they don't care about you or anything like that. I think being at those events, having to do the photographs, shaking people's hands, talking to random ass motherfuckers, like that shit would piss me off. I'd be like, get the fuck out of my face.
yeah. And I
I'm here
like
to
when
race
you.
in the car, not to be some propaganded prop like at these events. Like
Oh, for sure.
fuck out of here. I'd rather be at the warehouse or whatever, like in the sim talking to the engineers or like working on the car or
But there
just
has to be an extent to where like you kind of enjoy the glamour a little bit, right?
I'm sure at some point the like some of the glamour is nice, like going to the nice events,
Yeah.
like the parties and stuff like that. I'm
Or
sure
the
those are
second they step
fun.
out of the car, the dude runs over and puts the fucking expensive watch on them. Have you seen that?
Yeah, like there are some things where I'm like, that's cool, because it's like you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
But the other side of that coin is like you still have to do all the PR stuff.
Oh, for sure.
You still have to talk to all these annoying ass people. You still have
But
to
I mean,
talk
I
to
would
the.
say we talk to annoying ass people at our jobs too. So I guess it's probably just a different. Maybe it's a little more annoying because these people are just like straight up money and they're just trying to be around.
They're just
Just
trying
for
to
the
be
clout.
around you
Yeah.
because like by proxy, it gives them clout or opens an opportunity for them. Like I feel like as someone in that like that level, you almost can't tell who's just using you for clout versus who's
Yeah.
actually wanting to
Yeah.
help you in that environment. You know what I mean? Like I feel like people would be a lot more two-faced
Yeah.
in that sense. But I don't know. Like I've never ever had to experience something like that. So who knows? What if I'm a selfish fuck and I actually enjoy having pictures taken of me and like people pampering me and all that stuff? Who knows? I just feel like if we're talking about it now, that stuff would piss me off. Just
Yeah.
because I'm like a basic human and I just do things on my own without really thinking about it, you know?
I'm not gonna lie though, like it sounds fucked up, but I do like fancy shit. I
Mm-hmm.
do like seeing the cool things,
And there's
and
nothing
being
wrong with that.
being in the area.
Yeah.
But like I'm, it's not like a selfish sense. It's not like a all eyes are on me, but it's like oh, this is cool. Like I'd rather be like the dude that kind of like, I guess maybe like say you were like a race car driver, like
Uh-huh.
Formula One driver, and I was just there, like as like an accessory.
Yeah.
Like that for me would be enough because like I'm there enough, but I'm in the shadows enough where like I maybe just have
Yeah.
my little camera,
That's what I,
just
that's
snapping
another
like
thing I
random little
considered
flicks.
as like, imagine in this scenario, I'm the Formula One driver. You're my longtime friend that like longtime childhood friend or whatever that
Yeah,
just hook up, that just bring with me like to every race or whatever.
yeah,
You would have no responsibilities, no
yeah.
actual job. You know what I
No,
mean? You would just by proxy be there.
yeah.
You'd have VIP access. Like you would just know the guy, right? Like you just have the card of like I know him
Plus, you could actually
actually.
probably fit in a Formula One car
Yeah,
and
you
not
could
be.
actually fuck around and do whatever in the garage or something. I don't know, like that type of role would be sick because it's like I'm in, but I don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
I'm just enjoying the perks of knowing this person very well and like them inviting me to the events and stuff like
yeah.
that. So you'd be
And then I could just full time like shoot random photo, like not behind the scenes, but like just normal photos of life around the paddock, around the drivers, around the this, around the that.
yeah, you would just
Like that'd
have
be the
that.
dream.
You would be that fly on the wall
Yeah,
in like a very rare situation where you actually are privy to a lot of stuff that most people aren't.
yeah,
It'd be. I think that that would be like a million times more enjoyable than like having a job in the paddock or in the garage, you
oh
know,
for
and then
sure.
having to always be on your toes and being like, I'm at work right now, you know.
Yeah,
So you can enjoy the race, but like not really because you're still working.
because those guys honestly don't get breaks unless it's like the winter break or the summer break.
Yeah, those
Because
guys
think
are
about it,
always training or
they're
doing
working before
something.
the race, they're working during the race, they're working after the race, they're fixing the cars,
Mm-hmm.
they're getting everything cooled off,
Yep.
disassembled, put it
Yep.
in the boxes, everything.
Everything.
You can't leave one fucking wrench on one of those places.
Nah. So that's what I mean. Like, if I was the driver or you were the driver, like, you know, I would literally just be like, come with me. You get to be my VIP. You just stick around with my assistant, or you just have a pass and you can access these areas, and then just have fun. And then before the race, just go to the garage, and then I'll see you before I
Yeah.
get in the car. You know what I mean?
Like, is it Carlos Sainz? No, sorry. Yeah, Carlos Sainz's cousin.
That's
He's
it's
always
his guy, that
there? Yeah.
the trainer or whatever person that's always
I
with
think
him.
he's really. I think it's like his uncle or or cousin or something because they kind of do look alike.
They
And
they
maybe I'm
kind of look
tripping.
alike, yeah, but he's like his manager or something like
Oh, is
that.
that what it is?
Yeah, but like imagine having a role like that. You just get to be there, like every single race. You just get to chill and watch and talk to all these people. You know what I mean? So imagine in Drive to Survive, like homie gets in the car, and then you and me are just like the one of the people that get to stand in the back,
Yeah. Just,
and then like the camera sometimes pans to see our reaction, and we're just like, you know, like
yeah, yeah,
making
yeah.
stupid faces, like like going insane, you know. Or
In
it's
the
like
background.
we like our driver friend like does really well in a race,
Hmm.
and we're like celebrating as they cross the checkered flag, and then the camera pans over and you're like full embraced one of the garage guys, and you're
Yeah.
like jumping up and down holding each other like, who the fuck is this
Yeah,
strange
yeah.
ass
Who's this
we
idiot?
always see him in the back and he's just like hugging the mechanics and shit in the garage, you know. You're like, ah.
Dog, that'd be so funny.
You like run up to the pit wall to climb up the fence like with the
With
other
the engineers,
employees.
just, yeah.
They're like, yeah, shaking your hand as if you actually like are working on the team, but you just don't do shit.
That's so funny. Just
Yeah.
team morale.
That'd be great.
God,
Mm-hmm.
that's funny.
That'd be such a fun scenario, you know.
Yeah,
Imagine like being a rich kid and just that was your life, you know, just following an
that'd
F1
be
team.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I feel like if you were like a kid from money or like a nepo baby, like we like to call them, I don't feel like you'd like appreciate it as much as someone that's actually like spent the time being a normal person and then
If you were a
eventually have
normal
money.
person and then graced with the opportunity to do those
Oh
things,
yeah.
dude, it would be you would be way more thankful, obviously,
Hmm.
and like you would be more in the moment, like really enjoying every second as it
Yeah.
passes by versus like someone who's just always been given opportunities like that to see crazy shit that most people don't.
Hmm.
I feel like those people like it wouldn't even be as satisfying.
No.
You know what I mean? Like the dopamine
Because
hit
then it would
wouldn't
just
even
be like, oh,
last.
what's next?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just looking for the next like crazy thing to like satisfy
Yeah.
them. You know what I mean?
Dude, if I had money, I know we've probably talked about this, but like, if I had the crazy money like that, honestly, I'd probably
Mm-hmm.
follow the Formula One teams for like a season.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be so
Oh
cool. Just
fuck
spend
yeah.
1 year doing
Just
that.
spend 1 year buying all the tickets, like planning out the thing, and then just like meeting the teams each as they arrive, like videoing it, taking
Yeah,
photos.
just
Like
photos.
literally, you could have a whole year of vlogs dedicated to one for each race, and you would have so much. You
Damn,
would have so much content to upload. And then
that'd be
obviously
nuts.
some weeks you have 2 weeks off. Summer break you have a couple weeks off to like edit and post photos or like do a vlog of what you do in
Shit,
the
at that point,
meantime.
you'd need an editor.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that'd be crazy. And then after the season,
Or
drop
the
like a
both of
photo
us do
book,
it and I help you edit.
a photo book like that thick or
Yeah.
something. You can like send it to people or
Mm-hmm.
like have it. I think they're called zines or zines.
Yeah,
But like a
you
whole
have a
photo
photo
book.
album like a photo book printed, and then
Mm-hmm.
you can like sell it or, and it's like a coffee table type book where you
Yep,
know you just have something for guests or whatever.
that would be hard.
That'd be really sick. That would be cool.
All the things you can think of, huh?
Yeah, I know, huh? It's just like if we didn't have to work and money wasn't an option,
Yeah.
obviously like there'd be so many things that we could do.
He,
That'd be like really fun.
or even just like being able to rip those Porsches.
Oh yeah. Being able to just be like, let's go to Spa for the weekend and rent a Porsche,
Yeah.
and then just like race a car for 3 days, you know, like on the track.
A European road trip, like maybe like a 1 day or 2 day one. That one sounds fun too, since the roads are very like windy and very different from ours.
Mm-hmm.
Like that does sound fun as well, but also obviously dangerous, but also
You'd
fun.
have to pick like
Like
I
a
always
safe
thought of
stretch of
like
road.
you know the scenes in Drive to Survive where it's like they go visit Benotto and like the mountains of Italy, you know, and it's
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
you just
yeah.
see the winding roads through all the vineyards and stuff. Can you like imagine, you know, a couple hour drive through an area like that? Just go through the Italian mountains,
Well, I mean,
countryside.
that's what it was like in the. I don't know where Benotto's Binotto. I don't know where his like vineyard
Spinella.
is,
Yeah, I don't know.
but on the train when we were passing through Italy, it looks damn near the same.
Mm-hmm.
Where like the train was in the valley,
Yeah.
and then on either side it's just mountains. And it was honestly like it sucked so bad that like no matter what you took, it didn't justify it.
Uh-huh.
In the sense where like I even took some photos on my camera, and even then obviously it's probably from the inside of the train, the angle you can't really get
Yeah.
the grandeur of it.
Right.
It was honestly one of those moments where I literally stared out the window for about 30 minutes,
Damn.
just like in like
Just
amusement.
in awe.
Here, let me try to see if I can find one of the photos, and then like obviously it doesn't do the justice of it. See, this is one thing that's cool about like uh, well phones today in general is that you can take photos
And zoom in like fucking crazy.
and find out like where you were.
Oh,
So
when it does
this
the
is
geotagging data or whatever on the
yeah,
photo, yeah.
this is Ora, Ora, Italy somewhere near Petersburg and Strada Divino, wherever the fuck that is.
Strata di vino. Damn,
It
dude.
looks basic as shit on the iPhone, but like
That's a fucking mountain right there.
it was full mountains and like it was like that the whole way. That's
Yeah.
why I was just like, damn, this kind of looks like where Bonotto's fucking places.
Dude, and then imagine like 200, 300 years ago. So beautiful, dude.
Shit like
Like
that.
someone out there was just like, I'm gonna make a brick house over here. They just like climbed a hill, you know, got to like a little
Yeah,
area that they liked by a lake or something, and they're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just build a 4 story villa here, 5,000 square foot villa in the middle of fucking nowhere
some
in the
dude pulled up and
mountains."
was like, I fuck with this.
Went full on Minecraft creative mode, like the dude's flying in the air, you know,
Yeah. No, for real. Some dude pulled up was like, this is it.
like placing all the individual blocks, you know,
Yeah.
that you can cutting down all the fucking trees and shrubs in the area.
Yeah. Dude,
No,
so
but
insane.
driving around through there would be pretty sick.
Or you saw the first episode, Lando Norris's little Fiat. There was a
Mm,
little Fiat truck.
dude, that was
Dude, my
so
dad thought that
sick.
was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And then I sat there and thought about it, and I was like, that car low key is one of the fucking coolest things. And so I looked them up. Obviously, they're an only Italian model, like European model.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if we bought one of those and brought it here, and that was like one of our little project cars? That thing would be the fucking sickest thing.
The people would stop. We wouldn't even be able to go anywhere because people would stop us
Yeah,
all the time and ask questions
and
about
the
it.
way that he was like that mint green, that old
Mm-hmm.
school mint green, like the
That's
sometimes
the
appliances.
classic pistachio green
Yeah,
color.
yeah, pistachio green. That's what it's called, dude. I love that color.
Yeah.
The girl at the street has one, but it's all side swiped, and she's out there
Ugh.
like blasting cigs in it every day. It's
Ew,
so crazy.
dude.
Like she's
Okay.
straight sitting in her car. Like I don't know what she does. I think she's a nurse or something. But like she literally sits in her car, like late at night sometimes. Because obviously I come home late too,
Yeah.
and I pass through, and I just see her just ripping darts in her car.
Oh my god, dude, it's
And I'm
so
like,
bad.
that car. If you locked me in there for like 5 minutes, I'd probably start kicking
Can
other
you
things.
I can't even imagine. I was gonna say, can you imagine hotboxing a car with cigarettes?
Fuck no.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, dude, I've hotboxed my old Fiat many times with
Yeah,
several substances, but never with cigarettes.
yeah.
That's insane,
Cigarettes is wild.
dude. That's crazy. Like,
What is what's I'm trying to think what smells worse to me because obviously you smoke weed, so like it does like the weed smell doesn't really affect you.
oh right.
But like what is worse, cigarettes or weed? I can't tell.
I think well, I'm
I think
biased
weed just has a
because
very like musky, heavy smell.
I was literally about to say
Whereas
I
like
think for the general person, weed smells worse than cigarettes because I think I encounter more people in the wild that say they like the smell of cigarettes or they don't mind the smell of cigarettes. But I feel like more regular people would be distraught over the smell of weed because, like you said, it's very pungent and heavy.
and then also I feel like people feel some way about it because like
Yeah, yeah,
it's like
people definitely
more
feel some way about it.
vilified if that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. Is the audio getting picked up?
No, no, it's
Lawnmower?
fine. It's
not?
fine. Yeah, it's
Okay.
barely noticeable.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Dude,
But I mean, blasting cigs like that though in a full-on car, like that smell must be, a million times more atrocious than fucking weed.
because the thing is you're not gonna be blasting like multiple marijuana cigarettes.
No,
Whereas like
and
the
the
way you would a normal cigarette, you could like chain smoke them.
well, that's what I mean. I feel like the weed smell doesn't stack the way that cigarette smoke does. Yeah, that's fucking sick, dude.
Dude,
Classic car.
if we could get one to the U.S. or something, one of these little Fiats, I'd for sure honestly like one. I would daily this little bitch if it was reliable.
Well, we'd have to find what the price of it is,
It's probably like 40 grand. I guarantee they're not cheap.
and then what the price is for shipping a car of that
But
caliber
also,
over.
it's left-hand drive, which is like American.
Left-hand drive? Yeah, that's American.
That's kind of wild.
I thought it was gonna be right-hand
I thought
drive.
it was gonna be right-hand drive as well, but yet again, I think Lando's is left-hand drive as well.
I can't remember
I
fully.
don't know, dude. That'd be just a cool little car to have around.
It would be, yeah,
And you could put it in your garage with like no.
with no problem. You can even park it sideways in the garage and then still have room.
Yeah. But park it like you know how people have bike racks on their like their roof. Or
Yeah.
you
Just get
It
out,
stays.
pick it up, and place it on a hook. Yeah, dude, those cars are really nice. But no, dude, hotboxing with cigarettes is actually like some deranged demonic behavior.
Yeah, because it gets stuck in everything. Like, like the cigarette smoke gets stuck in your AC ducts, everything, your
Mhm.
seats.
Yeah.
You, your
But I
clothes.
mean, who knows? Maybe our listeners argue that the weed smell is way worse than the cigarette smell. I feel like it just depends on what you're used to because people who smoke cigarettes are constantly around cigarettes.
Yeah. very
They
true.
stop caring. So for them it doesn't fucking matter. But if I smoke weed for over a decade and I walk past someone who's hotboxing their car with cigarettes, I'm gonna gag. But if I smoke cigarettes, and I'm used to it, and then I walk past a car that's sort of filled with weed smoke, I'm gonna be like, ew. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
I guess
one versus the other.
maybe I mind cigarettes less, even though cigarettes do smell really fucking bad. But it's also the fact
Stinky.
that like maybe weed actually impairs you,
Hmm.
whereas like a cigarette doesn't impair you.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, you get the head rush of a cigarette.
But
you
it's
get
nothing near like weed,
Nah.
because like weed actually like you'd actually get a DUI smoking weed.
Oh yeah.
You
I
can't
mean,
get a DUI smoking cigarettes.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
that is crazy to think about that actually.
Uh huh. You could be ripping just cigs in front of a cop inside your car.
Yeah.
They can't do shit.
But I will say the one thing I did really really dislike about Europe is like constant smell of cigarettes.
Like
everywhere.
inescapable, huh?
Inescapable.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you got to the U.S., it was nice that like fresh air.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing that made me it always makes me laugh when you tell me like your experience of it was in like Paris or something,
Yeah.
or you and the boys were eating outside, and like you see the server like step to the side
Yeah.
and like completely rips a cig from the beginning all the way down to the butt in like 2 hits, and then goes back to serving
Yeah.
tables like right in front of
So
everybody,
picture like a small little
like a cafe.
probably like a cafe front, but like the door is maybe like a normal sized door.
Okay.
But like technically our table, I guess you could say, was in the foyer,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Right next to the espresso bar.
Yeah.
So we're between
It's like right inside the door,
like
right?
yeah, right inside the door to the right. Like it would like in the US that wouldn't be a spot you put a table. But
Okay.
in there it was fine, you know, like Europe is Europe.
Right.
So he's still serving us, you know, French guy, whatever. Fucking coffee's right there. We had our food and we had to wait. I think we had to wait like 6 or 7 hours for our bus to arrive, and we
Holy
were
shit.
sitting in a park, and this park was like not in the best area. Like inside the area was like it literally smelled like piss. There was homeless living
Oh
there.
God.
It was a park that like some people came to, but it was one of those parks on like the bad side of like the industrial side of town. So it was like
Oh.
whatever. And then so this little cafe, we walked over there. We're like, fuck it, we just gotta find somewhere to like be refuge. Like we're not gonna sit outside all day, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we sit there, bought stuff, you know, ate the food, whatever, and the dude is like right there, takes our orders. And in European countries, they don't care how long you stay because it's not the servers and shit are getting paid normal wages,
Right.
and like tips aren't
Mhm.
really that much of a thing there the way they are here. And so he's in there, you know, chilling, got our orders, we're eating. And he goes, "Can I get you guys anything else?" Essentially, I don't know, remember what he said. He goes, "All right, cool." He literally takes maybe 3 or 4 like steps away from us, pulls out a cig, rips it, and just stands in the doorway, like half in the restaurant, half out of the restaurant.
Just blasting a
Rips the
cig.
cigarette, does it, puts it out, and then walks back into the plate, like walks back to the area and starts doing his job again. I was like, dude, that is crazy.
What the
You gotta remember,
fuck?
this is like my 3rd day in Europe.
Uh-huh.
Like, holy shit.
Can you imagine like you went to my job, right? Like
Yeah.
let's say it opened, right? And it was
Yeah.
one of those days you come in for lunch, you're sitting at table 3, and I'm standing there leaning against the bookcase like talking to you. And I'm like, "Oh, hold on a sec, bro. Like I'll be right back." And you're like, "Okay." And then I walk out the front door and you hear the chair scraping from one of the tables outside. And I literally am looking at you through the window right above you, above the booth into booth 3, and I'm just ripping a cig right by the front door like
But you gotta remember, that would mean that your restaurant has like an open face front. So like it's like yours would be kind of fine, you know, because you're outside. You still smell it.
because you
But it
were
was like
sitting
an open
right
front.
there.
Yeah, yes.
It's like me. Okay, yeah. It's like me standing right next to like the front desk, like in front of
that
the
would be
door,
like
and then
me
smoking in
eating at
front
the
of you.
front desk, and your door's wide open.
And I'm just standing
And you're
there,
just standing on the
like
sidewalk.
one
Just
foot
right
on the sidewalk, one
Yes.
foot in the restaurant,
Yes.
smoking.
And dude, like honestly, I didn't really go, ew, bro, like or get offended. I low key kind of laughed. I was like, let's go. I was like, normally in like an American restaurant, I'd be pissed, I'd be like, ew, you know.
Yeah.
But I was in Europe, I was like, this is hilarious.
That reminds me of like when the group of Korean guys that come visit at work all the time.
yeah, they Sapporos, soju or whatever. Or,
They get a pitcher of Sapporo, or they get 2 large bottles of Sapporo, and then
Uh-huh.
they get 2 fresh sojus, and then every like 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes.
they all rotate.
Yeah, they
smoking
all
cigs.
rotate, and they go out to blast a cig.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's 2 of them at the same time.
Yes.
And I see the guy packing the pack against his leg.
Yeah.
They go step outside, and it's like the nice Korean brand cigarettes, like the white box.
Yeah. They get
super
all them
fancy.
imported.
Yeah, the imported cigarettes. They go walk over by like the Jack in the Box dumpster, and you just
Yeah.
see them like they smoked a cig so fast, dude. In like 2 minutes,
Honestly,
it's
they look like
gone.
they're having. I don't drink, nor do I smoke cigs. But honestly, those guys do always look like they're having a great time.
Dude,
'Cause
they're
I don't know if it's the
always
same
having a
guys
good
for us,
time.
but there's 3 Korean guys that come in
Mhm.
sometimes, and they're all ordering 22-ounce beers, and they each have like
Jesus.
4 of them.
Those guys go hard.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if it's like a.
It's
I don't know
just
if
an
it's like a Korean thing.
it's a
whatever it
culture
is.
thing
It's
where
a culture
they
thing.
a lot of businessmen like that, they go out to drink after they get off work. They drink a lot,
Yeah, must to unwind.
and so they that's just something that they do. They
It's
go out
low-key
to eat,
entertaining because you're like, whoa.
dude, because they go hard every time, and they always order like a fuckload of food. They eat like 99% of it.
And they get the sampler plate, right?
Yeah,
too.
so they've
Yeah,
been
same brand.
switching it up now. Actually, they've been getting the kama with the yellowtail
Uh-huh.
or the salmon cheek, and then they get like the combo, the sashimi combo or the sushi combo,
Yeah, that's one of the ones.
and then they get what's the other thing? They get the spicy sashimi bowl so
That's a
that they can
popular one too.
share
Do you
the
still have
fish.
those 3 Chinese women that come in and then order
Yes.
the 3
Yep.
sashimi bowls with the extra sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly
Those ladies were
the
always nice to me.
ones.
Maybe because they also think I'm Asian.
But they come only for lunch.
Yes.
The ladies only
Yes.
come for lunch, but the
Yes.
dudes come in for dinner.
Yeah, they come in like 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I mean they're so chill because
Yeah.
right at 9:15 they always ask for the check,
Uh-huh.
and they always pay right at 9:15, and then they chill for another 15 minutes, and then by 9:35 they're getting up and they're already leaving. Like they know the drill.
Yeah.
They're professionals when they come there,
That's crazy.
which is
I
great.
mean, I imagine that's very enjoyable. You know, you get off
Uh-huh.
a long job, and like every time they pay out, like someone always has like an Amex card or something. Like,
Dude,
one of the higher end. Cards,
One of
you know?
them always covers the whole thing, and it's always like the heaviest fucking card that they have.
Yeah.
But they always tip,
Yeah. Bro, I was like, this was made out of concrete. Here you go.
dude, and
What
they
the
always
fuck?
tip 20 to 25%.
Yeah.
Those guys are great.
Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be, in a sense, I guess it's like, yeah, a lot of your freedoms are taken from you from your day to day. But if you get used to it, like, think about it. What is their bill usually like? 150.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine
Between
dropping, like-
between 120 and 150 usually.
Imagine dropping that and like not caring because you make enough money. But also, I guess at that point, if you're making that much money, you also don't have a whole lot of freedom. You know.
Mhm.
But still, like, that'd be crazy because I couldn't fathom dropping like 150 randomly on a dinner midweek.
Yeah, well, I mean, at that point, those business guys are like, dropping 150 on dinner with the boys is the same thing as you and I going to In-N-Out and me buying your burger, and us
Yeah,
going
I can see that being
like 2 or 3
equivalents.
times a week, you know,
Yeah.
and then us deciding swapping every other time who pays who for lunch. It would be
Yeah,
the same
'cause it all
feeling of like
scales,
not
right?
thinking of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For them, it's just like another day, but they make enough to be like, yeah, $150 for dinner with the boys. Don't matter.
Yeah, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, a bunch of sushi like that would be fire.
Yeah, it would be,
Give me a
especially when you have a long ass day
Give
and
me a
you're
little
like,
Calpico with that.
yeah. Can you imagine if we had it where 2, 3 times a week, you, me, and the boys, like, you know, Goofy and Mr. Beanstalk would go out, the 4 of us, and just like enjoy ourselves 2 to 3 times a week. That'd be fun.
That'd be crazy.
You know, it's like hitting Korean barbecue twice a week.
Dude. Honestly, I've been wanting to hit curry barbecue again recently, but it's like,
I don't want to spend the $40.
yeah.
It's like the
It's just
one
one
thing
of those
holding
things
us
where, like,
back.
The money, like, money is good right now. Like, it's all right, you know?
Uh huh.
Like, obviously, we always strive to get more. But also just the thought of, like, $40 on one meal. Whereas, like, I can buy $40 worth of groceries and be fine. Or, like, we can just go to our
We
normal
could
places.
spend $40 and
We
eat
go
at
to
the In-N-Out
In-N-Out.
3 times.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
with the one meal or one amount of money that we're spending to go to,
But don't get me wrong,
Korean barbecue.
barbecue's fire.
it would be really fire. In fact, I was thinking about it a couple of days ago. Me and David were talking, and I said
Don't
we
tempt
should
me,
go
you
back.
fucks.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit the group chat right now and be like, assholes.
Yeah, just be like, all right, fuckers, when are we going to Korean barbecue again?
The only thing about Korean barbecue is, like, you got to wear something where, like, you could get stains on it and, like, you don't care. But then also, like, you got to know that, like, I can't wear whatever I'm wearing the next day. Like, wear, like, jeans or whatever or a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Because you smell like a fucking barbecue pit. So, like,
Yeah.
you got to wash those articles of clothing after Korean barbecue.
Like,
no
this
matter
has
what.
to be specific for this event.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if that's me being weird or whatever, but, like, say if I was to wear this, I'm fine with this because black.
Black on black is fine.
Black on black.
Yeah.
And, like, these are articles of clothing that as soon as I get, I get home, I'll throw these in the wash and all my other clothes so that I
Mhm.
don't put this on by mistake and then someone goes, why does that guy smell like Korean barbecue?
Right.
Like 2 days later.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Nah, dude, sometimes I wear my work shirts 2 or 3 times.
That's sickening, bro. Don't tell me that.
Like, I'll come home, put my shirt on my chair, and then I'll, like, wake up and be like, fuck, I have to go to work in 30 minutes. Fuck. I'll, like, go to the bathroom, like, brush my teeth, you know, like, dip quick in the shower for 5 minutes, you know. I got, like, 10 minutes to get to work. Put the same shirt on I wore
No.
yesterday. Put the same sweatpants I wore yesterday, and then just fucking go to work.
Oh, pants I have no problem with.
Pants are different, though.
Pants
but
are different. Yeah.
sometimes a shirt, dude, like,
I'll be honest with you.
I
Like,
have to
if
double it.
If I'm clean at work and, like, there's no splatters or whatever, like, I'll go weeks without washing my work jeans.
Hmm.
Because, like, they're just Levi's, you know?
Yeah, Levi's are
I
fine.
just wear Levi's to work.
They're
I
they're
wear
meant to
literally these
absorb
ones,
that
except
workload.
My work ones.
Yeah.
They're the same ones, exactly.
Hmm.
But, like, I think, like, shirts is, like, just such a higher intensity.
And
I
they
put deodorant
absorb.
on, and, like,
I feel
obviously
like they
you're
absorb
sweating
your
through-
sweat.
What?
I feel like they absorb your smell more.
What do?
Shirts.
Oh, for sure.
It's like that's
Well,
why
'cause think about it.
wearing a shirt the
You're-
next day was not the
your
best idea.
your armpits technically raw dogging the shirt, whereas like your boxers and stuff are the ones taking the brunt of like, say I don't know, your gooch is getting a little humid out down there, or your
Yeah,
ass, like that's taking the brunt. Like I'd much rather smell someone's jeans where the ass is than someone's boxers where the
dude,
ass is.
you
You know
want
what
to
I
know
mean?
something really insane that I've never told anybody?
Oh God.
'Cause when I used to live in the Latona house,
Hmm.
and I'd be working 10 to 13 day stints in a row
I don't know how you
at
did
the
that.
bar.
Uh huh.
There would be 2 to 3, and on the worst 4 days in a row, where I would literally wear the same pair of underwear.
Ew, bro. How?
Like I would get up, I had 35 minutes before the bus arrived. I would run to the back, smoke a bowl, hop into the shower, like get undressed, put the same clothes on again that I slept in, and then go to work. Like I would just wear the same shirt and jeans. I'd sleep in my jeans sometimes. Wear the same socks, same underwear, jeans for maybe 3 days straight.
When you pull your boxers up, do you pull your ass in first and then your dick's out and then you do the pull over the dick, or do you pull up dick first then ass?
I think ass first and then dick last. Because I'm thinking like I pull up, and then I
Yeah.
like go like this. I like kick my butt out to like get the back part in, and then you know, and then I pull over the front like this. I do a little dip to like swing the ball and cocks like into the top flap, and then you have to settle it in so that it's like sitting right.
Dude,
Because I'm not gonna have boxers like I'm not just gonna pull them up and then feel the dick go smack against like on the front as I'm like pulling it up. It's gonna
dude,
hurt, dude.
has anyone ever asked that question? Have you heard that
Never
question?
ever have I ever had
Dude,
someone ask me
sometimes I
that.
think of funny deranged questions and I'll sit
Yeah.
on them and let them cook for a little bit before I hit someone with it. I was waiting for a good time to hit that.
No, dead ass.
I'm
I
trying to
do.
think. I think I do ass first as well, and my dick and stuff is out, and then I pull up. But let's not escape. You were literally were burning through chonies 4 days in a row.
Dude, it was
That's
desperate
atrocious, man.
times, bro. Hear me out. Desperate times. I was sleeping like 4 or 5 hours.
Uh huh.
I was like off 2 3 beans a day. I was off like 60 milligrams of Adderall a day.
Oh yeah. So I guess at that point,
Like my
sanitation's
mental
probably
was
your
just
least
not. My
concern.
mental was not there.
So like the third day when you would drop, or the fourth day you drop those boxers off, would they just reek? 'Cause I
They
feel like my
well,
like
I'm pretty good at wiping. Like when I shit.
no, yeah. It has nothing to do with like wiping or shit. Like assuming like obviously we're all clean, like
Oh,
most of
okay.
us are.
Yeah,
But I'm
no,
just
but
saying
after the
in a
third or fourth
restaurant,
day
like
it
your
was like,
gooch, like I would say my boxers don't fucking. I'm not killer after like a work shift, but also it's like I don't want them touching me
hmm
again after I take them off. You know.
yeah. Well, back like I said, my mental was just not the best. So it wasn't even the thing of like it's like dirty or it's uncomfortable or anything like that. It was just like it was literally never a thought. I was
Mhm.
just get up and be like, "Fuck. I have to be dressed in 4 minutes or I'm missing the bus."
Yeah.
I had no time to like do other things because like my priorities were so fucked up at the time.
I will say the most desperate I've got when it comes to work. My work has like honestly the materials that like the shirts that I have that are made out of. They're really
Mhm.
good material.
Mhm.
But they're kind of like they do absorb like the BO and like
Yeah.
obviously the deodorant. Like I'm sure if I threw some deodorant over, like maybe I'd be able to pass as fully clean.
Yeah.
But there is times where like I took the like I knew I had work in 40 minutes, and I went to the sink and used a little bit of soap in the armpit areas because obviously
Yeah.
that's where shirts are gonna smell the most. I'd sit there and rub it, and rain it out a little bit, and then I just put it in the dryer real quick while I get ready.
Mhm.
And then obviously I'd have to put like a damp shirt on for work, and then eventually it'll dry. I would say that's the most desperate I got, but I've never gone to work with like a full used shirt like that,
Yeah.
just because I just don't even want the. There's like I don't even want the problem of possibly being the smelly person.
Yeah.
You know me? Well, because also me, I'm like more of like and I'm okay with people knowing this or like thinking this is like that I am a weirdo that like I do shower very often.
Yeah, you care about your scent a
Yeah,
lot.
a lot. And it's not because like, you know how some people care because they do smell really bad,
Mhm.
but most people that smell bad don't give a fuck for some reason.
Right.
But it's not that I smell bad if I don't. I just feel like I like feeling that next level of clean all the time.
Yeah.
So like, and that's probably the one thing like if I'm gonna get complimented, it is my smell or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I work hard on that.
Uh-huh.
And I've had
Yeah, it's
girls
something
tell
that
me
you
that.
keep in your mind a lot
Yeah,
more than I would say the normal average person just like
for sure.
you really care about being clean all the time.
But that's just me.
Right.
But like yeah, I could see how like maybe the desperation.
Yeah, just panic in the moment. You're just, at that time I was like, I was always running the clock late because I just wouldn't sleep very often.
Yeah.
You get up and it's like I have to rush to get to work on time. So I just like wouldn't even think and I just wear the same thing over and over again.
Put it this way, everybody. The boxers thing is crazy. Him wearing his shirts for days on end.
Oh my God, I know where you're gonna go
But
next.
one of the time when I visited him up in Seattle, I was sitting on the couch and I felt this piece of paper crumple in between one of the fucking like couch covers or whatever. I pulled it up. I saw it. I was like, Emmy, this is your paycheck, and you would like, oh, okay. I was like, why aren't you gonna cash this? It was fucking from like a week and a half ago. He goes,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, I'll do it eventually. And I'll be honest with you, I bet you still didn't cash that paycheck.
I think I went a couple days later to do that specific one.
That's so
Just because you
insane.
called me out and I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I should.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't even a small paycheck either. I think it
No,
was
it
like
was like $1,000 or
it was like
something.
$1,000. I was like, huh?
Well, it's because we got paid every Friday.
Yeah.
So it was like sometimes you just get I'd have money in the account already,
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't want to spend the 25 minutes going to the bank and then
This
driving back to dude's house.
is this before mobile deposit or is this when it was like still really shitty?
This is when it was like,
Because this trip is probably about 10 years ago now, or close to it.
like
Probably
9 or 8 years ago. But
yeah.
it was the mobile deposit was okay. It didn't work every single time for
Yeah.
me, but there was a U.S. bank 3 blocks down the street from my job. So what I would do is TJ and I would walk to the bank and then wait in line to deposit it,
Mm-hmm.
and then walk all the way back to where my car was parked, get in the car, drive all the way to West Seattle or drive all the way to Columbia City, and then, with $250 or $300 or whatever, and then
Yeah, because when you deposit any check with the U.S. Bank, they only give you like 250,
250. So we would both pull.
unless it's an electronic deposit
Yeah, well, we went in person and I'd cash out 150, and then he would cash out 150, and then
for
with
hobbies.
yeah, for hobbies, and then our both of our capital combined would get us through the next couple of days and stuff. But yeah, it was just tough times. Like, it's just when I was never thinking about washing my clothes or doing anything like that. I was just obviously focused on other
Yeah,
things,
yeah, yeah. That's
but
still
and
wild
bad
though.
habits. But it is wild, and I don't think anything beats the shift where I legit shit myself a little bit, and I had to like literally free ball my jeans for the rest of the
Ew,
shift
bro.
because I was like I just abandoned my underwear.
Oh yeah, no, no. At that point, like, if you shit yourself, you get to the toilet before it seeps into your pants, or maybe you could play it off like as if like, oh, I sat in something,
Right, right.
maybe here and there,
Yeah,
whatever. The first thing to go is your boxers. You use your
one
boxers
hundred
to
percent,
wipe,
100%.
and then the second items to go, if you need to clean yourself up more, like you don't have X, Y, or Z on you, is your socks.
Bro,
Your socks gotta go. Your socks are going in your ass or somewhere or scrubbing some shit down,
dude.
and you're just abandoning those
You're
chonies
just
and those
it's like
socks.
taking one sock off and like lining it up under your balls, gooch, and asshole as if you're wearing a G-string,
Yeah.
and then like putting your pants back on and hoping it doesn't move around or
No,
dig
no,
in
no,
too
no.
far.
I'm saying you're burning the socks. You're using them if you need to get whatever, and then now you're just feet and shoes, bearing it,
Cock
you're
and balls and
commanding
jeans.
balls and jeans.
Fuck.
I mean, hey, I've thought about it before. Where I'm
Hey,
like,
no, but like that was my
what's
literal
gotta go?
life.
What's got to go? And I'm like, all right,
No,
boxers for
fortunately, it
sure.
wasn't as bad where I had to use socks to fix my problem,
I
but it
don't
was
know if that's
enough.
a thing. I
It
just
was
thought about
enough.
it.
No, 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 but like that's definitely a possibility, dude. It's definitely a possibility. I'm not saying it's not, because if it was shittier, literally, I would have probably had to use my socks to help, but it was just enough to be like, oh fuck, I fucked up,
Yeah,
and I went to the bathroom to check it out and was like, this is just over the line of, just over my comfort line of like
yeah.
stuff being there. So I had to just throw them out, bro. Like pushed it all the way to the bottom of the can.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Clean, like spent 10 minutes like making sure I was 100% clean and ready to go.
Yeah.
And then just free balled the fucking jeans for the rest of my shift. And I think I worked another 4 hours after that.
No, but at that point, you're just happy that you didn't like actually soil everything.
Yeah.
At that point, you're just like, just take this on the chin. It's another day.
And no, and then I tried to play it off in my brain too, and it was like, one, it wasn't that bad. and 2 was only like a racing stripe, and I was like, it was just a little bit, like it was just a little
Yeah,
bit,
but it was still enough for you to be like, nah.
but yeah, it was still. I was trying to play it off as not so bad, but it was just bad enough to be like, I have to abandon this
Oh
pair
yeah,
of
yeah, no,
underwear,
100%. Especially if they're like gray,
dude. I think it was
gone.
like a gray or a
They're done.
blue pair, and it was like unsalvageable.
At that point, like, you just take the toilet, like wrap them up as tightly as you can, wrap toilet paper, and just in the trash.
It's
At
just
least
like,
the only times I've ever gambled on farts, both times I've been home, and like one of them, like I almost lost, and the other one, like it was one of those where like
yeah.
if you weren't within the shitter within like maybe 12 seconds, you're
Hmm.
done. You know.
No,
But then I like how we always text each other like, "Bro, I gambled."
I gambled and I was right on the line, bruh.
Yeah.
I was right on the line. No, the other like bad experience was I had a bad meal on an airplane,
Ew, no.
and it was like maybe like an hour before we were gonna land. We still had time to go to the bathroom and stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna hold it so I can go to the airport bathroom, more room in the stall or whatever. It's just feel cramped in the airplane,
You full
and
cramped in the airplane?
only in the airplane bathroom.
That's crazy.
But it's just, I mean, I'm small, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. But like, it just, I don't like pooping in the airplane.
Oh, it's very
And
claustrophobic.
and so I had a bad meal on the airplane, and I remember like stomach doing the little like pre-gurgle. Yeah. And I could feel the air like going into my stomach, like it was just bubbling. And then I remember farting what literally felt like a snot bubble, like the same sensation as a snot bubble, but like in
Ew.
my pants.
I know exactly.
And then but it was like internal almost. And I was like, wait, did that shit like low key splat? Like, and I couldn't tell. And I was so scared.
Or like when the air is really hot, and so you don't know if it's
You
actual
don't know if it
matter
was
or if
actual
it's just
matter or
air.
just thick air. And so it was like, fuck. And like, I was trying to like pass the air quietly, and like, I knew that it just didn't smell good. Like, there's no way around it, bro. Like, I was stinking up the plane so bad. And so finally, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I got up, went to the bathroom, checked. By the grace of God, there was nothing there. But it was that like feeling of like your brain, like my brain immediately went to that's wetness.
Yeah.
And I just ruined this flight.
Yeah.
But luckily, I didn't.
Sick.
I'd still shit my guts out.
Yeah.
It was still a bad experience, but like it was that like pre moment where I thought I was gonna shit myself legit, and then but I didn't do it.
So my shitty story, literally, of something like that happening was do you remember when me and my dad went to Iowa / Nebraska to go pick up the car?
Oh yeah.
Um. Well, I think the night before, I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I had. This is back when I ate a lot of curry,
Mm-hmm.
and
Ooh.
like obviously I was when I was younger. Obviously, I'm eating the spicier type shit,
Uh
right?
huh.
And I was trying to find the note because I wrote it in my phone that day, but I can't find the note. So I don't know why I didn't think about it that I ate the spicy curry. You know, just a normal day for me, and then tomorrow I'm leaving to go pick up this car, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I ate it that night, you know, whatever. Got up in the morning, did my thing. Like now we're on the plane, and like now my stomach is hurting.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, no fuck, why did I fucking do this? Like, I genuinely don't know why I did that to myself. Like, how did I not think of that? Because I used to eat my curry like level like 8 or like very high spice, you know. So my stomach's killing me. So I get up on the plane and I get in the bathroom. And granted, I was actually way thinner then, but even then, the fucking bathroom stalls like in the
It's
plane
very
were fucking tiny.
claustrophobic.
So I sat down, and I was like, obviously, like when you pee, like you shit while you pee, right?
Yeah.
Like normal people.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking bowl was so small where it was either have my dick and balls on my lap or tuck them super down under to where it looks like I'm doing like where I like look like you know doing that thing where like the goat
Oh yeah,
where
yeah. Where you tuck it in. Yeah.
tuck it down all the way down. So for the first half of the shit, I'm just ripping, dude, just lava coming out.
Oh my God, dude.
Bro, I'm out here fucking kill away. I just you know, sweating the hairline, praying
Oh
like,
no.
I'm sorry, I'll never eat food. I won't do it again.
You're like, I will never be bad
And then I'm
again.
like, oh, I gotta piss, and I was like, I can't piss. My dick and balls are literally on my thighs, on my lap. I was like, shit. So I literally pull it, grab them like as if you're grabbing like
Like a bag of limes.
like a bunch of socks.
Oh my
Like a
God.
like
Yeah,
socks.
yeah.
And I stuff them down into the bowl. And so I'm able to piss while I was shitting, and like obviously like it was one of those ones where like it was just the one shit and I'm done, like I'm completely fine. But it's the fact that like, dude, I literally can't see past my legs. I don't know where my dick or balls are. My ass is in the toilet seat, and I'm over here just painting the bowl. And it was so bad that like after I finished, I just sat there for a little bit, like defeated, just energy drained, and like my dick and balls are still hanging in the bowl. My ass is still in the bowl, and I just sat there.
Marinating.
Yeah, marinated. I was like, and I literally wrote in my notes app, I was like, yeah, don't eat spicy food the night before a flight. I literally wrote it to myself just to like crack myself up. But maybe it's in my old phone.
Oh my god.
But yeah, damn it, I can't find the fucking. It would be.
That's so funny, dude.
Damn, that sucks. It's not in here.
And it's like, it's the worst because those airplane toilets, like the bowls are so small.
So small.
So like your legs are, they're pressed together already like this, like knee to knee.
Yeah.
And then you're
Like
stuffing
how
your
like how a woman in a dress sits.
yeah, and you're stuffing your shit between that gap,
Yeah.
which already is non-existent.
Because now you have the gap between like you're forcing it through your thighs.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then you
yeah.
have the bowl because the bowl comes up so close, so you're stuffing it between your
Like,
thighs
and you're
the
hoping
bowl.
the tip doesn't like lean in to touch the material of the
Yes.
bowl, because that's just gross.
That's gross.
It's just disgusting.
So think about it. It's like a three-way Venn diagram, except in the center, that's where your dick and balls go. Dude, it was horrible.
Ah,
shit
the
is
dick
so
and ball Venn diagram.
Yeah.
What a lovely mental image. But yeah, shitting on airplanes sucks, man. Gambling on farts is just like, that's a grown man's game. I don't like playing that game.
I don't like playing that game.
No.
And I'm sure like everyone has their own stories, and they're always funny to hear.
Dude.
Because like it doesn't matter what happens. Like when you have to shit, like all of your humanity goes out the window. Like you push your girl out the way, dude. Like move it. Like you grab her by the side of the head from behind. Just...
like you're grabbing, like you're
shit.
palming a basketball. Like you're a 6'5" basketball player, and you like grab the whole thing by like the just one side and just shove it over. Like get the fuck out my face.
Yeah, fuck out of my face.
Fuck out my face, bitch. I'm about to shit myself.
Dude, honestly, like if it was one of those things, I'd shit in an alleyway if I had to. Like if I really had to, I'd literally kick off my shoes, full boxers off, full pants off, shit myself, and then I'd wipe my ass with my boxers and just leave them. I'd be like, I'm sorry, guys.
God.
Humanity. It's not a great day for humanity.
Like imagine it was one of like somehow we went hiking or something. Like we just decided to do this, and we're walking along the trail, and you just see like you just know it's not animal shit,
Yeah.
and you see like a pair of boxers balled up like thrown in the bushes haphazardly.
And it's just hanging
It
off
is-
of a little bit of a branch.
Yeah, it's like still twizzling in the wind off a branch, like smeared in shit on the outside. You're like, damn, this person, they were really going through it at that moment.
That reminds me, one of our friends from back in the day, we could believe his name, Ricky.
Oh yeah.
We were at the beach, right? But we were at like Windansea, so it's not like one of those beaches that have like public bathrooms or anything.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
like Coronado where you could just run up, if you actually needed to.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Well, Ricky had to shit. So on Windansea, the rock walls they like wave through where it's like an inlet.
And it comes
peninsula,
out.
Inlet,
Yeah.
peninsula, you know.
Oh,
'Cause
so you can
obviously
have
they
a
run-
if you hide between the rocks, there's a
Yeah.
little bit of privacy. Yeah.
So literally, he ran over there, pulled down his trunks, and he said the shit just came out flying, and then the waves came up and just took it.
Oh my
And so I'm
god.
assuming he got into the water and like cleaned his ass off.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, realistically, that's what you would do, right?
I mean,
But if
it's
you stayed-
salt water,
if
but
you
you
stayed
got to
in
do
the-
what you got to do.
Yeah, if you stayed in the water long enough, eventually it would erode and it would it wouldn't stay on your trunks. It wouldn't stay on your ass. You know, because I'd be in there like cleaning myself up, and I just stay in the water for a little bit. Like, hey, you want to come in? I'm good. And that's what he did, and I was just like, honestly, that's best case scenario because it's like I would have done the same thing. I'd shit in one of them little inlets and run. Run. I'd be in the water for a while.
Yeah. No, dude, that reminds me of I think I was like 8 years old or something, like 8 or 9 years old, and I went to the river one summer with my uncles and the family, and we were inner tubing, whatever. We were out for several hours.
Yeah.
And there's no bathrooms out there. It's just nature because
Yeah.
you're on the water, and then you just sit on a sandburn and you just relax all day until the sun goes down, and then you ride the boat back to camp.
Uh-huh.
And we were out for, I mean, it's like we were out for 12 hours, 10, 12 hours, you know what I mean, all day.
Mhm.
And there's no bathrooms. I had to shit. Dude, and as a kid, when you have to shit, it's like, I have to shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna
And you're protected under the no shame.
under no shame because it's like it's a
You're a
kid, right?
child.
So I was like, I'm not gonna. There's no other sand berm nearby,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't squat in front of everybody and shit. It's like in the middle of the open, in the middle of the river,
Oh,
and I'm gonna have to do something. Like it's gonna come out.
yeah.
So what I did is all the boats were parked on one side of the sandburn, and there was like an area where you could. It was maybe about like 6 or 7 feet deep, so you could float. Kind of kick your legs and still on your tippy toes bounce down and still be a little bobbing above the
Oh
water.
my god.
And so the current was just strong enough there to like kind of carry you if you weren't paying attention. So I said, this is a spot. I got kind of closer to the reeds and I could feel all the reeds on my feet.
Uh-huh.
I was like, this is it right here.
What's a
Cannot
reed,
hold
first
it.
of all?
The reeds are like the little water stalks of leaves that come out the edges of a river.
Oh, okay.
And so they grow under the water and then they come out on the shore of the
That's
edges of the
sickening.
river.
One of those touch me, I'd turn white.
And so I was right there and I was like, it has to happen. There's no way I'm going to hold it for another 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
So I pull my pants down in the water. I'm like kind of hidden behind a boat. Take the long, like I felt it. It was like the longest shit ever. Like the long one you
It was
told
like
me
a
about.
water birth.
Yeah, like a water birth. And then all of a sudden I like look behind me and I see something come up bobbing behind me. And I was like, oh, and I like kind of like swim away from it. And then I just see it bobbing in the water all the way down.
No.
Just waded in the water a little bit, like did my thing, pulled my pants up, looked around me. Nobody saw that I just bobbed the shit into the water, swam back to the boats, and
Bro
was like,
launched off a missile.
dude. And then I like appeared from between the boats, like, I'm here. And everyone's like, oh, that's where you were. And I was like, yeah, I was just floating down,
Yeah,
over there, just doing my
little
thing.
kid things.
Yeah, just doing kid things. It's just like, it's always something that I'll remember. It's just like panicking and being like, I'm in nature.
Did you have to did you wash your ass with the water, or were you just?
Yeah, well, I
the
just,
water?
clean my ass a little bit with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
water
keep a
and
little
then.
wiggle.
And then we were gonna eat or something, and my aunt had those like Clorox wipes or whatever, like the sanitation wipes. So I just used like 10 of those and just kept like washing my hands, with the towels, so that because I had to wash myself, dude. Like I
Yeah,
used my
yeah, yeah.
full on hand.
Yeah, you were hoping that like obviously nothing was left, no evidence.
No evidence was left, but it was those like Clorox
If
wipes.
someone pulled up next to you while you were shitting and the missile came up, would you have palmed that bitch to throw it and be like, "Yeah, what's up?"
No, I would have been like, I just shit. Get away from me.
I just had a shit. I'm so sorry.
He's like, I literally just pooped.
At least it was a solid, and not like fucking just diarrhea.
And then you
And then you're
feel
just
the warm.
painting your back.
Oh my god, spray paint.
Assuming it comes up,
And it sticks on you, so like you turn around, there's particles like by your neck, like in the
bro.
water. Yeah, no.
I would honestly just push off like a dock or whatever, and just like swim as far as I can. Eventually, like, the water would pull it off of me. Hopefully.
You look down from the sky like a drone view, and you just see the coloration of the water around you as you're swimming away. It's like coming off your ass
Why are shit yourself stories funny?
because it's just a guy thing.
Yeah.
Because we're just dudes. We be shitting ourselves sometimes.
Dude, I want to hear. Okay, obviously, if anyone's listening this part of the pod, if you have any shit yourself stories,
Yeah.
women, or anything, please drop them. We'd love
Yeah,
to hear
please tell us your shit your pants stories.
them. Do it.
Those are some of the best.
I'd cry at those. How long have we been going for?
About an hour and 10 minutes almost.
Damn, how are we getting longer and longer every
I
time?
don't know, dude. It's just good times.
It's gotta be the caffeine.
Yeah, gotta be the caffeine.
Dude, so
Wow.
did I tell you that for that camera, I don't know if it's going to ship out tomorrow.
Mhm.
So mine might be back ordered, but it might not. But I already got fully charged for it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking,
It's
even
gonna
if
be sent.
if I get it, cool.
Mhm.
I already, I've already worked to be able to start paying it off within a month.
Right.
But if I don't, if it does like, oh, yours will ship next month, I'm going to cancel that. And
Oh,
be like,
really?
all right, well, I'll just, now I don't have the debt, and now I'm in a good financial spot.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, or today, since we were talking about it, because my friend's didn't get charged. His is still pending, but mine fully went through. But mine also still says back ordered. But I mean,
Okay.
the camera.
Maybe yours was further along the line to where they said we'll accept the payment because we think we're going to be at a point where we'll have the one to ship for you.
Or what
maybe?
places do now, like if you pre-order within the window, it's like a lot of it's like random who gets it.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter if you're first. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it just generates who's going to get something from
Yeah.
their system or whatever.
So mine says back ordered, but obviously like these don't drop technically to the public till tomorrow, or they don't ship out till tomorrow.
Yeah.
So technically they don't drop to the public.
So you're going to wait till tomorrow to see if it ships.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll wait a couple days after tomorrow and see if it's like a thing, and if it's like a full back order, like I don't care about the camera that much, Like I'm just, all my devices I have now are good.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about that. I was like, either way this happens, like If it doesn't happen, cool. Now I don't
If
owe
it does,
17.
awesome though.
Yeah. Now I don't owe $1,700
Mm-hmm.
to somewhere to a
Yeah.
credit card. Or if it does go through, now I have a dope camera that I'm already like gonna pay off within a month.
Yeah.
You know. But I was just thinking about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and go get lunch. I hope you guys enjoyed the pod. This episode was really great for me.
Yeah, it was a
fun.
good one. Pretty
Really
funny.
fun. Good laughs.
Good stories.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next week for was it episode 20?
Episode 19.
Wait, today's 19, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, I'm fucking stupid.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
next week will be
Next week,
episode 20.
episode 20.
Mhm.
We'll see you then, guys.
See you.